have a face mask from Korea. Jeez, I can't even talk. It's giving me this lisp. And my dog Charlie is looking at me going like, why is she over there looking like that and talking on in front of a camera? So yeah, I just threw on some face mask before I film just to tighten up my face. I tend to accumulate fluids around my eye area. So geez, this thing is getting really tight. And so I'm just gonna be eating my spaghetti with meatloaf that I made not too long ago. So I'm definitely multitasking. It's wheat spaghetti with ground turkey meat, with a simple tomato sauce and a little bit of Alfredo mixed into it. Oh. Good seasoning. The ground turkey already had Italian seasoning. I bought the Genio, so it was pre-seasoned, so that kind of makes it easy in terms of seasoning my food. And then my meatloaf too is also made of turkey meat and is pre-seasoned as well. I actually mixed a half pound of seasoned turkey meat and half pound of non-seasoned. And then in this I also sprinkle a little bit of Italian spices on the top. And then for the topping I added tomato sauce, a little bit of ketchup, soy sauce, a little bit of sugar. Well, actually, you know what? I didn't have sugar with me this time. Oh, brown sugar. So I ended up adding agave syrup. So it's the type that's like really dark. And geez, I was on Facebook last night and I found that there's gonna be a huge shortage of tequilas. Not the type that are like the cheaper blended kind, but the pure kind. And they're actually harvesting agave plants earlier than they should. So these are premature agave plants that they're harvesting in order to meet the supply of tequila, which I thought was really interesting because I do like tequila. As shots, it's really good, but if you actually try sipping it, I would say it's just as good as sipping some really good scotch. So I can see why people are starting to gravitate towards sipping tequila now. So maybe it's a good time to buy tequila bottles of it before, it's so expensive that you can't buy it anymore. Oh, what else have I been watching lately? Oh, Bachelor. This is the first season that I've watched, and I think there's about over 15 seasons of Bachelor. And I know it's not the most substantial TV shows that you can watch. Well, actually, all reality shows are kind of like that. It kind of makes you wonder what percentage of it is screened or not screened. Is that the right word? Well, what percentage of it is written by the producers? Because it is so juicy. I don't know if the previous Bachelors were like that, but man, I did like a Google search of all the previous Bachelors, and I think Ari is like the best. He's like the hottest guy. So I love watching it. Who am I rooting for? So spoiler alert. There's 2 girls remaining now, and this is week 8 or 9 that I just finished. I have Hulu. I don't have cable, so I have to wait a day longer to watch my shows. And the girls that are remaining are Becca and Lauren. And I really like both of them, and I really hope it works out for Ari, because I really feel like he is looking for someone to marry. But it is crazy. Like, I can't imagine myself falling for somebody in like less in 9 no in like 2 months. Like, that's crazy. With Jim, we hung out, my fiance, we hung out for maybe like at least 5 or 6 months before we decided. So I kind of like watched him as a friend on the sideline, I guess you can say, before we decided that we were gonna be boyfriend and girlfriends. But then to imagine, like, just imagine, like, there were like 29 other girls that were dating Jim. I don't know. You know, I'm not the type of person that are like competitive when it comes to like dating. I kind of feel like you pick the person that you like. You don't have to be dating like 29 people all at the same time. Or let's be realistic. You don't have to be dating like 5 people. At least that's not the type of person I am. I think in the end, after maybe like 1 or 2 dates, I'll realize that that person is not for me, like right off the bat. So I don't think I would have the issue of dragging along 5 different relationships for like 9 weeks before I can pick one person. I'm really excited about the next week episode. That's supposed to be, should be the last episode. So I don't know what to do with my life after Bachelor. So anyways, I'm rooting for Ari, and let's see, who would I pick? Becca or Lauren? I really like them both. Becca, she's very outgoing. She's very lively, her personality is. And she seems like she would be like a really fun person to be around. And yeah, I can see why his ex came back for her. With Lauren, I feel like she's one of those very loyal friends. It may take her a while to like open up to you, just like her relationship with Ari this far. But I feel like she's one of those people, like, once you get to know her, she'll be one of those like great loyal friends that you could talk to and just really sincere. Not saying that Becca isn't, but that's what I think so far. So we'll see. Alright, I'm gonna finish the rest of my food and then I'll be right back. Bye, guys. Gosh, look at my face, you guys. Hi. So, while this was drying, I went ahead and put in a load of laundry and then did my dishes after I ate, which I don't do. But since I wanted to be multitasking, I went ahead and did both of them. So, anyways, did drink some water, ate the rest of my lunch, and you can see there's peeling here. So, I'll go ahead and start peeling this. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go wash my face, and then I'll be back to use a palette that I haven't used yet. So I am so excited. And I have some other products that I wanna use as well. So I'll be right back. Okay, bye. Hi, welcome back. So today I'm going to be talking about some few new items that I got. I'm going to be trying out a new eyeshadow palette. I haven't used it yet. I've had this for about a month now, but I've just been kind of like holding off on using it because I've been trying some other stuff. So let's get to it. So the foundation that I used today... No, looks like my eyebrows look a little different, but maybe because I don't have the rest of my makeup. The foundation that I will be using for the last time would be Renewed Hope in a Jar Skin Tint. I did talk about this before, and it's made by Philosophy. I've noticed that the wear on this is not so great. I've noticed that towards the end of the day, about 9th hour after putting on the makeup, that I've noticed that it would bunch up in certain areas of my skin. So I don't think this wears as well. It does not talk about how long it lasts, as opposed to the other foundation that I use is by Estee Lauder. So they're not claiming to be long wearing. So, but the thing is, I don't want to have to keep touching up my face throughout the day. So I think I will be returning this. I did try it on for the last time. And the other thing that I noticed with this brand, there's only 6 colors, and I went to the store a few days ago to see if there was a better color match for me, because even though it may not have a long wear, I really do like the feel of it when I do put on my face. It's a very silky feeling. So I wanted to see if there was a better color match for me, but the 2 colors that I looked at, which was beige, is what I have right now, and then the tan, which was in between. The tan was a little bit too dark for me, and I guess I could mix it, but they still didn't have the yellow tone that I need for my face, so I ended up returning that one that I haven't used. And I still have this, and I've only used this twice. This will be my 3rd time, so I can still return this product. It's just, so I've noticed that my skin is on the dry side. I've been trying this new product for the past week. It does recommend that you use it twice a week, and I can kind of see why. I sometimes don't follow the directions, but now I understand why they have put that in the directions, that you should only use it twice a week, because I do have more of the sensitive skin. I do have large pores on my nose, this area of my forehead, but I've noticed lately that I've started to get these dry patches, and I could they're super dry. Like I have one right here, and then I have a few little spots here, which I did cover with the foundation that I used. But I see why you should only use that twice. It has vitamin C in it, and as you guys know, that's ascorbic acid. So just imagine having acid on your skin, and of course you're gonna know that it's gonna dry it up, it's gonna irritate it. So I just need to kind of be careful with it, or when I do use that product, I need to make sure that I put enough of moisturizer to kind of neutralize the acid. So I guess I didn't mention the product that I'm using. It's called Mario Badescu. I did do a open box item of this product. I know it's gonna so far I don't have a conclusion whether this is a good product or not. So we'll see after a month of using it. You know, I used to get a lot more acne, like just last year, 2017. But ever since I started cleansing my face and then going over with the makeup wipes, I've noticed I've had a dramatic decrease in the amount of acne that I have. So, I mean, they're not trying to sell you products when they recommend you makeup wipes or some really good cleanser. It really does help, especially if you're wearing like foundation, and on top of that, you use something to sculpt your face. So, you know, it's no lie when they say that you should wash your face daily. And, you know, don't fall asleep before you do that. So just imagine your face like a filter that you would use for your fridge. Just imagine if you didn't have that filter, what's going to happen to your fridge, right? You're going to start getting dust buildup, and when your fridge should be getting ample amount of air into it to work, but it's not getting the air because of all the dust that accumulates because the filter is not being cleaned. So just imagine your fridge not working properly. And it's kind of the same thing with your skin. You have these pores that are meant to get rid of toxins. It's meant to receive nutrients that it needs for your face. But just imagine if that pore gets clogged up, what's going to happen? You know, your faces start gonna break up, you're gonna have buildup of oils that shouldn't be there, and you're gonna start showing signs of clogged pores. So it's the same thing, you know, you gotta make sure you clean it every day or even twice a day with the proper type of cleanser. And then if your cleanser isn't getting most of it out, and I've noticed with certain foundations that are long wear, they tend to not come off the face with just using a cleanser. So of course you're gonna have to start using your makeup removers as a second combat to a face that's not fully cleaned. So just think of it that way, you know. So ever since I started doing that, I've noticed that my face is a lot clearer. And although I do have those times of the month where I'm hormonal, and I may break out here and there, and that's probably what this is right here, is maybe like a hormonal breakup for the most part. And the other thing that I noticed is my forehead isn't as bumpy, because I used to have a lot of whiteheads on my forehead. So it's really helped with reducing that. So the other product that I want to talk about today is a product called Differin gel. And I know other YouTubers have talked about this, but it has a retinoid that you can also get prescribed, but it's the amount that is suitable for over the counter. So you can go to any grocery store like Walmart or even Vons, Albertsons, and they also sell them at Ulta, and just use this to combat those areas where you have whiteheads or blackheads, or even areas that you feel like are hurting, like you can feel like there's a pimple deep down in there. So you can use this, but I would say within a week or so I started to see a great reduction in the amount of whiteheads that I have, so I really highly recommend this product. I'll put the description below for you. So the palette that I will be talking about today, and it's a palette that I do not care for, only because at first when I did get it, I was mesmerized by the colors, and I was even looking online wanting to buy the product. I even tried it at the store. I swatched it. The quality was good. The only thing was I was looking for these two colors in particular, the dark, the reddish, the burnt colors, the burnt red colors. But I didn't also realize that the other colors that are on the palette were not something that I was looking for. This one in particular, I did try it out, the yellow. It reminds me of mustard, and it looks like mustard. It does not look good on my lids, and I don't understand it. It's not a bright yellow that you've been seeing in a lot of the new palettes nowadays. It's like burnt, like, I don't know. It's just not a good color. The green I also tried on my lid. It looks like I have been punched by somebody in the eyes, and it does not look good. It looks like I have a huge bruise on my eye, and it's just not a very flattering color for me. The blue I didn't try yet, but just by looking at it, I am not really thrilled to use it. The only two colors that I did really enjoy were these two, but I feel like if there's only like two colors that you like on your palette, to me, it's just not a palette that you should gravitate towards or purchase, because just imagine traveling with this palette and the only two colors that you're able to use are these two colors and then maybe this transition color right there. And to me, that is not a good buy. I fortunately bought this for $17, so it's a good purchase, but I just don't want to keep a palette just for the sake of two colors on this. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this. The palette that I will be trying on today is actually a palette called, it's Urban Decay's palette. The name is, I don't really see it. I guess I had it in a box. Oh, I think it's called Moon Shadow palette. Well, anyways, it has 16 colors. Amazing price. I think I bought this for $20 some, maybe even under that. No, I think it was around 20 something. And the colors in here are beautiful. I don't know what look that I'm going to be creating today, but I'm really excited about it, because it's mostly, you know what, the only thing is, these are all shimmer colors. Let's see what I can create with all shimmer colors. But there's a mixture of purples that I really enjoy. There's like this coral color right here that looks really pretty. And then there's that blue. So let's see if this is a palette that I recommend for you guys. The purchase was really great. And in fact, I'm not sure if this palette still exists. But with Urban Decay, I've noticed that they recycle their colors. So if you like one of these colors, I'm not sure if you can buy them and it's a separate, but the color on its own. So let's see how this is. Alright, let's try this out. I'm gonna grab this brush by Terramare, and for my eyelids, I'm gonna go ahead and prime it first. Like I told you before, I don't really prime my eyebrows. I don't really prime my eyelids, But I got this Too Faced Replenishing Primer and Setting Spray. So I'm gonna spray some on my fingers. Okay, let that kind of dry. Take this, and then I'm gonna use Bordello. Oh wow. It's like this muted lavender color. It is so pretty. You know, I can see why people want their entire eyeshadow palette to be of shimmer. Because, I mean, shimmery is pretty, but sometimes you just want that more natural, subdued look of a matte eyeshadow. Okay, and what else should I do? Let's go with this blue. Moon shadow. You know, I used to never really do my eye makeup. I made a really simple, just simple eyeliner, and that was it. But now that I've started getting into like makeup, it's actually a lot of fun. And then I'm gonna go ahead and line my I'm gonna be using gel eyeliner, or sorry, gel eye glider by Julep. I really like this eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna try for the rest of this week using this palette alone and see how I like it. I think that's really pretty transition from that light lavender color. So for the mascara, I'll be using a Man-Eater mascara by Tarte. I'm sure you guys are well aware of this. Wow, that's a pretty substantial mascara case. Oh, the brush is funky. It has like tiny little, it looks like almost tiny little hairs on like an insect or something. I like how it's evenly distributing the mascara and getting even like the tiniest short little eyelashes that I have. I don't really have long lashes, but I feel like it's really getting to all of them evenly. It's separating them. So far, I really like this. It's not really clumping my eyelashes together like some of the mascaras do. I like this. It's really lengthening my lashes when I go in with like the second time. I recommend. I love. Wow. I've tried brands from Lancome, Estee Lauder, and also Clinique, but I really love. For the lip today, I will be using a lip gloss from Calypso. I've been kind of staying away from liquid lipsticks. I'm actually gravitating more towards the lip glosses these days. Maybe because I feel like spring is here and summer is just around the corner. Okay, I think I like that. So I guess that's it for today. I'll I'll be right back after I do my hair. You can see how my hair looks like now after getting the toner put on it. I'll be right back. Okay, so welcome back. So this is my new hair. I'm gonna see how I like it the next 3 months. My sister is getting married in July, so I may go back to my light color, but this is me. I like it. It doesn't look as damaging when I did have the blonde balayage. It because I toned it, there's still a little bit of color gradient. So this is my natural hair color at the top, closer to the roots, and then at the bottom, it's more of the lighter shade, and it's supposed to get lighter with every wash. So so far, I really like it. I was a little bit afraid of getting the dark color back because I do am more towards the fair side of the skin tone. So I was a little bit afraid that it was gonna really wash me out, but I guess with makeup, it's not too bad. So here's my makeup look and my hair. I really like it. So I am gonna be heading to work. Today's gonna be a long day, which I'm not looking forward to. So thank you for joining me today. I went from having the face mask on my hair and having it peel right in, before your eyes, and then also eating like a barbarian. But that's how I look in the morning. And when I eat, I'm not a very graceful person. I guess I should be, but it is who I am. And in my 30s, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to change that. So anyways, thank you for joining me. I had a really great time. I know I haven't filmed for almost a week now. My goal is to have a film each week, and I will be filming about more skincare stuff and also the cleansers that I'm using, the makeup wipes. I have some stuff that I want to talk to you guys regarding that, and I also want to do a video on my hair transformation. I want to bring it back to its natural state. My hair was never in the healthy range. If you talk to a stylist, they always recommend me to use conditioners and the applying conditioners, but it looks like it's never worked for me. It's just the way my hair grows out. So anyways, I'm excited for what is to come. Well, anyways, thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you guys soon. Okay, bye!